Hello guys, it's Shazib Afridi from Game Logics, and this is part 21 of how to make Ludo game in Unity. Okay, so in the previous tutorials, we have done some work. Okay, so just a brief review of what we have done so far. Okay, so it's a private method initialize dice. Okay, and I have explained all these things, but just a brief review. So okay, so this code, if we are playing a two players game, and if it's red players, okay, turn, and we change the player turns in this method, and players not initialized. Okay, so like if it's already the turn is already of a red player, and if it's a two players game, and so we have only two players, red and green. Okay, so we will assign so we will switch the turn to the green one. Okay, and then we will call initialize dice. So what that will do, it will simply activate the frame. It will simply activate the frame of which one, the green player. Okay, so if it's green player, it will change the position of our dice roll button, and it will so it will drag the button to the green one. Okay, here it will drag the button to this place here. Okay, so and it's the same for the rest of the cases. Like if it's red player's turn, then it will change the position of the dice roll button, and its position will become the position of the red one. Okay, so same is the case with the yellow and blue. Okay, so nothing so fancy, and I think that these things are simple. Okay, and what it does, if the red player, if none of the red player is out of their homes. Okay, so if they are still in their homes. Okay, if they are not out of their homes yet, like if the red player hasn't rolled the dice and it hasn't scored a 6. Okay, if we haven't rolled a 6, if it's a red player's turn. Okay, so we will simply switch the turn to the green one if it's a two players game. Okay, and if it's a three players game, then what we will do, we will simply switch the turn to the blue one. And if it's a four players again, then we will switch the turn to the blue one again, because it works like I think clockwise, like this. First the red one, and second the blue one, and then the green one, and then the yellow one. Okay, or we call it clockwise, or I'm confused now, or anti-clockwise. Okay, so you got the idea. Okay, but I faced a problem when I was checking this game. Okay, and I thought that I should show you guys. Okay, it's important, and you will learn a new thing, which is basically now. Let me run the game and let me show you the problem. Let me run the game, and let's play the game for 2 minutes. Okay, so if I click on this, it works. Now if I click on the roll button, so it doesn't work. And I think that I had told you in the previous tutorials that might be the case of the canvas. I was thinking that might be the case of the canvas. The canvas might overlap our UI, our UI element, particularly our UI button. Okay, but that is not the case. Okay, so that is not the case, because when I searched it thoroughly, when I checked it thoroughly, I noticed one thing, which is, let me quit the game. The problem is basically with this thing, this thing. Let me show you. Let's activate them. So it's basically, let's change the position of this button. It shouldn't be here, it should be up close a bit. Yeah, it's it should be close a bit. Okay, so the thing is, the thing which blocks our clicking is basically this thing, this raycast target. Let's deactivate it and let me show you why we use raycast target. It's okay, basically. So this is the thing why we use it. It's basically like this is the main point. The point is to remove the mouse clickability from your elements, like the things that we don't want to click. Okay, like if it's a name or a tag, okay, that we don't need to click them. So raycast target is equal to what? No, if it's, I think that that person has been mistaken. It should, when we don't want to click something, then we make the request to we activate the raycast target. Okay, we make it true. Okay, and if we want to click something, if we want our click event occur on that particular UI element, then we need to deactivate the raycast target. Okay, so I think that you got the idea. Now if I deactivate the raycast for all of these, okay, for all of these images, so they won't create a problem for us and they will be clickable. Okay, so basically when we switch the turn to the next player, then it changes basically our dice roll button position, and then this raycast target interferes with our button. Okay, so it doesn't let our button to be clicked, it doesn't allow our button to be clicked. Okay, so now it will allow our button, we will be able to click our button. Okay, so let's save it, and let's make our images transparent again, and let me run the game again, and you will see it will be clickable. Okay, oh yeah, okay, for a button it should be true. For a button it should be true. Okay, for a button it should be true. Yeah, it should be true for a button, and I deactivated it. Okay, so for the button it should be true, but the problem was when we change our button position, and on the top of that we activate our uh, images for the blue dice position and red dice position, and the ray cost for them is activated, so it interferes with our button and it doesn't allow our button to be clicked. Okay, like this, let me show you. Let's maximize their alpha and let's run the game in this way. Let's do that. Okay, so that you can understand the concept clearly. So now as you can see, okay, our images, they are above, they are on the top of our, they are on the top of our button. Okay, as you can see clearly. Okay, so if the raycast target is uh, if it's active, okay, if it's active, so we can't click something behind behind this image. Okay, so raycast target basically does that. Let me show you. Like likewise, if you have an element, a UI element covering half the screen like a window or something, and you probably don't want to click things behind it, So raycast target should be true. Okay, so this is the main thing. This is the basic idea. Now it will be clickable. Okay, because the raycast target is false, so I can click the button behind this image. Okay, so you got the idea. In the same way. Okay, so now if I, okay, so this was the thing. It was overlapping our button and it was not letting us to click the button. And for the red one, so just you can get the idea clearly. Okay, so okay, I hope that you got the idea. And if you still don't got the idea, let me know in the comments. Okay, so let's make them disappear. So this was the main thing that I was trying to show you. Let's save it. Okay, so now let's write the code. It is nothing fancy. Okay, so the code for the red one and the green one is done. So let's code for the which one? For the blue one, and then for the yellow, for the yellow one. Okay, so blue and okay, blue player border, and all the things should be the same. Exactly. Active in hierarchy. If it's not active in hierarchy, okay. And if so, I don't need to explain these things, okay, again and again because I have already done that. Active in hierarchy, and same goes for the fourth one. Active and hierarchy. Okay, so this is it, and we shouldn't be able to interact with them. Okay, so um, blue player one um, with the buttons. Yeah, yeah. We shouldn't be able to interact with them. Okay, we will make them active when we want to move them, like when any of the players have rolled a dice of have rolled a six. Okay, then we would like to move them. Okay, so they haven't rolled a six yet, so we don't need to uh, move them move them yet. Excuse me. So we shouldn't be able to interact with them. The score should be repeated. Okay, okay, again and again. There are there's a lot of repetition in this game. Okay, like the thing that you've done for one player, like for the red one, you will have to repeat the same thing for the blue, for the yellow, and for the green one. Okay, so oh, what the hell am I doing? Oops. Yeah, and now again the switch case. Okay, manager and a static variable have many players. If it's case 2, yeah. If it's case 2, then I should write a comment because blue player is not available. Blue player is not available. We have only red and green in the two players mode. Okay, so blue player is not available. Oh, I should put a break here. Okay, and if it's case 3, yeah, we do have case 3. Why it's not arranging itself? I don't know. Okay, let's worry about that later. So then, uh, player turn should be if it's. Do we have a green player? No, green player is not available, so we will directly switch the player turn to the yellow one. Okay, to the yellow one. Do we have some problem or what? Okay, so it should be yellow. It should be yellow. And initialize dice. So it will activate its frame. Okay, what it will do, it will simply activate the frame. And if it's case 4, it's case what the hell? If it's case 4, then we need to assign the player turn to the green one. If I'm not wrong, yeah, it's green. It's green because all the players are available in the green, in the 4 players mode. Sorry, yeah. Initialize dice, and it's oh, I forgot the break statement. Sorry for that. Sorry for the inconvenience and a break. Okay, so it's done, and let's do the same thing for the yellow one. And yeah, a break statement because it's this case. Okay, so a break for this one. The case for the blue one is finished, so let's put a break. What the hell? I always type L instead of semicolon. Okay, so now case for the yellow one, and the same thing. If yellow player one border dot active in hierarchy and not active in hierarchy, if they're not active, I will show you what it does when they are active in hierarchy. Okay, they will appear here. Let me show you. They will appear here. Okay, they will come out of here, and they will be okay when I will play the game. I will show you then. You will play two border dot active in hierarchy, and the same for the third one dot what the hell what the hell is wrong with me? Same thing for the for water. Okay, so and the same thing, we don't need to interact with them with their buttons. So let's copy and paste. Okay, again switch statement. Switch is going to be main menu, manager, how many players, and again case 2. So yeah, it's not available. Yellow player is not available. And break case 3. Mm, yeah, we do have a yellow player in case 3. Okay, so if it's yellow player turn, then if it's yeah, then we will switch the turn to the red one. Okay, to the red one. Player turn. As you can see, I have shown you how it works. First the red one, then blue, green, yellow, red, blue, green, yellow. Okay, so this is the thing. This is how it works. So it's red and initialize dice and break. Okay, again L. Okay, for case 4. Oh, case 4, the player turn should be again after yellow. It's always going to be red. Okay, and finally a break. Okay, so this is it. This is it for this tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for notifications. Okay, and guys, your support means a lot to me. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. Okay, because if you guys don't subscribe my channel, so like I am working for nobody. Okay, if your feedback motivates me, it keeps me motivating, and I try my best to create new tutorials for you guys. Okay, so if there is no support from you guys, then okay, so I won't be like it discourages me then. Okay, so try to support me. Okay, because it means a lot to me. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.